Hello, and welcome to our latest Learning Lab. Today we are going to be talking about the importance of cross-posting. Why do you want to cross-post? Simple. The more you cross-post your item or items to different channels, the more customers you're going to reach, the greater likelihood your item is going to sell. Sounds great, right? So first, let's go ahead and talk about a brand new feature that Aravenda is rolling out called JoltPost. Now, for anybody that is currently an active Aravenda software user, this is free. This is included with your Aravenda subscription. For those of you that are not, you can go ahead to joltpost.com that we're going to look at here on our screen and start a trial today. So what JoltPost is a Google Chrome extension that pulls the data that you have in your Shopify inventory account, all of that time you spent in putting in the details of an item, the descriptions, the measurements, the photos. JoltPost takes all of that data and matches it up to link it to create a listing in Poshmark and Tradesy. And I'm going to walk you through that today. Because who doesn't need more time, right? We all need more time in our lives. So the most important part, in order to do this successfully, you need to make sure that you're logged into your Tradesy or Poshmark account before you start the cross posting. Let me repeat that one more time. Make sure that you are logged in to both your Tradesy and Poshmark accounts before you start this cross posting with JoltPost. That's a mouthful. So let's go up here. I'm already signed into Tradesy and Poshmark, so we don't have to worry about that. To access JoltPost, you're going to go up here to your Google Chrome extension. Once you have it downloaded, click on it. It's going to open your inventory page. Here you're going to enter your store access token, which seems like a lot, but once you get it in there once, you can save it and it's good to go. Your store name where your inventory is from, and then you're going to select a channel. So first we need to pull our inventory. So we're going to click on load inventory. As you can see here, there's a bunch of different ways that we can filter. The way I like to describe it is if you have a lot of inventory, filter, filter, filter. Because what's going to happen is the system has to pull all of that data. So the more you can narrow it down at the beginning, the better off you're going to be. So for in this instance, I know that I only want to cross post items that are $75 or more. I'm just going to put my max at 1,000. I know that I just did a batch of items on, let's say, October 27th. So I'm going to say I want items that were created before October 28th. And this is really important here too. The system has this set up that it has to be in the year, month, date format. So again, year, month, date format. So I want it created before October 28th, but created after October 26th. And that's really going to narrow down my batch that I just did on that one specific day. That's what I want. So now I'm going to click load inventory, and the system's going to be thinking in the background. And as it's loading, and this is why it's really important to get that filtering down. That way it doesn't take forever to load. As is, I had two big bins full of inventory on that day. Awesome. So we can see everything got put up in the background there. So now we're going to close out of our load inventory. And you can scroll down and see, okay, here are the items that fit those criteria. Okay, let's go ahead and do this yellow acrylic blend striped cardigan. So I'm going to click it. I'm going to scroll back up. I'm going to select a channel. And first, I'm going to post to Tradesy. So here's what I like to tell everybody. Make sure that this yellow status bar, yellow-orange, is the whole way complete before you leave this screen. Because if it's not the whole way complete, where it says data has been sent to tab, it's not going to be happy. So our tab is complete, so we're going to go over here and open our Tradesy tab. And now, look at that. Look at that. How beautiful is that? It's a top. It's pulled over our photos. And this is where we have the opportunity to rearrange it because sometimes maybe the tag ends up first, just how the system pulls the photos information at the time. The designer looks right, the color looks right, the size looks right, Tags are still attached. And here's where I have an opportunity to update my description just so it looks prettier too. So I'm just going to enter some spaces, category, brand, just so, it's a little friendlier for the consumer to read, right? Because you have to keep in mind, here we are trying to do everything we can to make things as easy on the consumer as possible because our consumer doesn't have the opportunity to see these items in person. So we want to make sure we're including all of that information that we can to increase the likelihood that they're going to buy online. So here's a name. Here you can add tags. Here, if you know a retail price or want to put one in, here's a selling price, the suggested retail price here. So, I can even say that the selling price was $250. It's brand new with tags. So I want to sell it for $200. Okay. And the beauty of this too is you don't have to keep things the same price on every channel. You can cater to your market. I don't want to use smart pricing. I don't want to worry about any of that. So here it's going to tell me if the buyer buys it for $214, it's including the shipping. Trade includes the shipping. Then I'm going to earn $160 for it. Okay, so now I can publish listing. Do a little dance, and there it is. Look how beautiful that is. There's all of my photos on the left, my descriptions on the right, the shipping information. Love it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my inventory site. The item is still checked. I'm going to go back up to selected channel, and this time I'm going to post it to Poshmark. So again, wait for that yellow-orange tab to go the whole way over so I know the system is done thinking. And it says data has been sent to tab. So now I'm going to go up to the Poshmark tab, take a deep breath as it's loading for me. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. You can see the system thinking itself through. So there, it's pulling over the photos. I scroll down. Now it's going through. See, it's automatically looking through to match the criteria for sizing and everything else. So I'm just going to give it a moment to think. Okay, so we're going to see. Our photos have been pulled over. Again, you can rearrange them if you need to. You can edit them if you don't like what it did. The title came over. Our description came over. Again, I might just clean up our description a little bit. Just because we want it to look prettier. Here's our measurements. And the nice thing about our team and the software too is our team is constantly pushing updates based off of users' feedback and our own testing experience in order to make it the best interaction for you as possible. We get it. We have a resell sister company ourselves for this purpose because we want you to be successful. We know time is money and we want you to save time. So here, pull the category women's sweaters. I can choose a subcategory if I want to. It's one item. It pulled over my size. All this information looks correct. Pulled up the color. Here's the original price and the listing price. Here, the original price was $300. The listing I might put at $200 or $225 rather. So I'll earn $180 when all is sold. It's for sale. And then the next button, share your listing. This is where it looks tricky. It's not, but you have to pay attention. It's not actually shared at this point. You need to scroll down and make sure you hit the little blue button that says list this item. And there we go. We should be able to go find it. It should be then in our Poshmark closet. And there it is. I actually tested this earlier today too, so I'm going to go delete the double listing. But there you go. That is the beauty of jolt posting. It takes away that extra time of having to go ahead and input the item's name, description, sizing, photos into multiple different channels. JoltPost gives you that opportunity to pull all of the information you already put into your Shopify system into your inventory and gives you the help to post that to Poshmark and Tradesy. Again, this beautiful feature is available to Aravenda subscribers. If you aren't an Aravenda subscriber, you can learn more about Aravenda at any time. Visit our website, aravenda.com. Reach out to an Aravenda representative. They would love to give you a tutorial and a show of everything our software can do. Or if you're just interested in this JoltPost cross-posting feature, go ahead and visit joltpost.com. That again is here, joltpost.com, JoltPost, and start a free trial today. All right, thank you so much for watching our Learning Lab and have a great day.